What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. And today, I found something really interesting that I don't know many people were going to be pay attention to this until later on. But this caught my attention. Many of you know or heard the name Elon Musk, right? For those of you haven't, he is the inventor, founder of PayPal, Tesla Motors, the electric car, um, SpaceX, the Falcon 9 rocket. He's just he's the real life Iron Man. Like he's actually the real like they modeled the Robert Downey Jr. character Iron Man after Elon Musk. So he's that dude, right? I was on the internet just looking through, and I saw something that said it's caught my attention, and it says Elon Musk shows off Tesla pulling a 250,000 pound load. Now, by Tesla, I mean Tesla the car, and it was pulling a 250,000 pound load. And that caught my attention. And I'm going to read this report. This is actually from the website CNBC, right? And it goes a little something like this. Elon Musk posted a video on Twitter of a Tesla Model X pulling what he says is a 250,000 pound load. You can go on his Twitter and you can see the video. I follow him on Twitter. It says the tweet has in response to a question about the limit a Tesla can drag. Musk had just shared the post electric vehicle site Electrek, I guess, showing a Tesla pulling 95,000 pounds. And you can go on there. You can go on his Twitter site and his Twitter page and see that too. Okay. Now, then it says he had also recently shared a story from an aficionado site, Teslarati, showing a Tesla Model X beating out a Chevy Camaro in a tug of war challenge. In this sort of challenge, the two vehicles tie themselves to each other from back to back and both accelerated, trying to overcome the other car with force. And they show again on his Twitter page that let's see, Tesla challenge, and apparently from this this steal right here, the Tesla won. Let's see. To be clear, none of these stunts are recommended. According to the Tesla Model X owner's manual, the car has a maximum towing capacity of just 4,960 pounds, 4,960 pounds, depending on the tires. And exceeding the limits come with a dire warning. Warning: do not overload the vehicle or trailer. Do stuff. Okay. Now, what piqued my interest? I didn't finish the article, but here's what piqued my interest. It said 250,000 pounds. That could be exaggerated because the Tesla Model X. Let's go. Mess my head. The Tesla Model X. It seems pretty small to be pulling that load, so it could be exaggerated. But it got me thinking. A couple of things. Not anything. What piqued my interest is not about the car, but about the venture that he is most known for. Along with Tesla, Elon Musk is known for basically, privatizing space, aka the what you call that thing, the Falcon model thing, Falcon rocket, right? What got me thinking is, with if this claim is true, that it was able to pull 250,000 pounds, I wonder, is he already trying to miniaturize a payload rocket? Because rocket that goes into the International Space Station. Because right now, they have pretty much the government has given out private contracts to private organizations to send rockets up to the International Space Station, which isn't in outer space. It's not outer space. It's low Earth orbit. Okay, it's not outer space, but it's pretty high up, and it's pretty expensive. So I wonder, with if that claim is true, I wonder, is he already trying to miniaturize a payload rocket? I asked that question because if you compare the rockets that he sent up into orbit, compare that to the size of a Tesla Model X, right? The Model X is small compared to that rocket. Rockets are big, but compared to the car, it's gigantic. But if he is actually able to pull this feat off with that particular car, I wonder, is he thinking about not only trying to privatize space, but miniaturizing it? Because usually, whenever there's a great invention, one of the things you want to do is make it smaller, because the smaller you can make it, the less it costs in comparison to a much larger model. Like the first rocket that went to space was gigantic. Gigantic. The rocket, the Saturn rocket, it's gigantic, right? That went to space and went around the moon and landed on the moon, all that stuff. Those are gigantic. But as technology has gotten better, you tend to miniaturize things, cost less. Like phones. The first portable phones were huge. The first portable phones, cordless phones, were gigantic. Compared to the phones we have now, like the first cell phones were like a foot long. And like it's almost like holding a brick in your hand. But you have these flat phones now. The first TVs. The first TVs were bulky and clunky and gigantic. Now you have flat screen TVs. The first personal computers were clunky and big and blocky. They're now flat, right? So with that going on, I wonder, is he trying to construct and build a rocket that is the size of a car, but can pull 250,000 pounds into space? I mean, it got my wheels turning. Like I just saw this just today. I just saw this a few minutes ago, and it just caught my attention. I was like, that's interesting. Because anytime there's a new invention, you always want to make it cheaper. You always want to make it smaller. You make it cheaper, make it portable, or depending on what it is. Make it smaller so it costs less. Costs less. The smaller something is, the less it costs. Obviously, because it's less materials you got to use. So I wonder, what would happen if a fully powered rocket, like any of the rockets you see going into space or going to orbit, was the size of a car, but can still pull 250,000 pounds. A Tesla-sized rocket, a Tesla Model X-sized rocket, pulling 250,000 pounds. What piques my interest is not the rocket; it's the technology that will have to be invented. That's what gets me. The technology that will have to be invented in order to miniaturize a rocket of that power to pull something that heavy, that would be unprecedented. And that would be noteworthy because you would have to create new machinery, new tools, new technology to do that, because that's never been done before. Never been done. So you would have to invent something new. You would have to make new tools, new items, new not merchandise, but new technology to pull this off. And then I wonder, after that's done, what would happen? How will that new technology evolve 20 years from now, 10 years from now? Because we live in a day and age where somebody may invent something and somebody may say, okay, well, how does that affect me now? But then you don't realize that 20 years from now, that same thing that was questioned will be the saving grace for society. I see this happening. I'm keeping my eye on this. I'm keeping my eye on Tesla. Keep my eye on Tesla. Because that piqued my interest. Keep your eyes out. Just remember you heard this. Let me read this again. Elon Musk shows off Tesla pulling a 250,000 pound load. Okay? The Tesla Model X. I'm curious. I'm keeping my eye on this one. This piqued my interest. You keep your eye on this too, alright? Hope read up on this. Let me know if anybody know anything any more about this. Let me know. I'm gonna do some reading on this, but anybody knows more about this, let me know. Alright? Catch you all later. Peace.